Muy buenas tardes a todos. Es para mí un placer y un honor dar la bienvenida a nuestro vicepresidente corporativo de Recursos Humanos, señor Nadim Penser, quien ha tenido la gentileza de visitarnos en nuestras instalaciones de Lima y dar esta pequeña charla a todos nuestros colaboradores de toda la región andina.
Okay, thank you, Angel. Hello, everybody. My name is Nadim Penser. Unfortunately, I'm not able to speak Spanish, but I think you've introduced me here. I'd just like to say that it's a real pleasure for me to be here in Lima, in Peru. This is the first time I've been to Peru. It's actually been an important piece for me for a number of reasons. The first actually is that my brother-in-law comes from Peru, so we've had contacts personally with the cuisine and the personalities here for many years without actually had the opportunity to come. The second is that Peru, from an Epiroc perspective, is an extremely important country. If you look then at the business footprint we have here, but also the potential that we have to grow even stronger with our customers and to develop how it is that we're working in line with our overall ambitions as a company. So my ambition had been to come here several years ago, but then something called the pandemic came along. And I think now, as we start to put the pandemic behind us, I think here in Peru soon, hopefully we'll be able to put the masks behind us. Sometimes we forget very quickly what it is that we have been through. And I think it's important, though, that we reflect a little bit. The pandemic, of course, is something that has affected us all in very dramatic ways. It's affected us from a personal perspective, our own health as individuals, our families, friends around us, both here in Epiroc but also at home. And we've been through really a lot of, let's say, trauma and change. At the same time, I must say, if you look at how it is that we've responded as a company, I think it's helped show us for the company that we are. I think our ability to have taken care of each other has been absolutely outstanding, both as friends, as colleagues, as employees, take care also of the family. And I think this really reflects the type of company that we are, where we focus a lot on caring and looking after each other. I think the other dimension, which has been absolutely fantastic to see, is how very quickly we were able to adapt to the situation. I think here in Peru it was a decision taken at 8 o'clock on a Sunday evening that from midnight people basically had to work from home. So to be able to adapt to that and all the changes that it meant, and at the same time be concerned to make sure that we're able to continue the operations of the company and to continue to be able to focus on our customers, is something that we've seen globally, but also very much here in Peru. And I think that both these strands, the caring side of things and our ability to adapt and focus on the customers and our ongoing operations in times of extreme change, really reflect the type of company we are in our genes, but also the type of company we want to and need to be moving forwards. So out of adversity comes strength and resilience through this. I think we have all learnt how to become an even stronger, more successful companies despite the challenges that the pandemic has represented. I started in my role being responsible for human resources in Epiroc back in February 2018. So a few months before Epiroc was actually spun off as its own independent company. And one of the reasons why I joined and was really happy to be part of this journey from the beginning is the fact that the whole decision to create Epiroc was based on growth. And growth combined with very much a focus on being a more sustainable and innovative company, where we could build on the success that has been Epiroc over the last or previous 145 years at the time, but look to take this to a whole different level when it comes to sustainability, not least based on innovation. And sustainability for us is a real focus on safety, the safety of our employees, but also of people in the customer's environment. It's also very much based on reducing the environmental impact that we have, both our own products and services, but for sure how it is that the mining industry impacts or has an environmental impact. I think that this is something that has been a passion for me and an opportunity then creating Epiroc to go to the next level in these areas. The world needs mining and mining in construction. and we need to be able to continue to play a very important part in its sustainable evolution. Safety and environmental perspectives there, both. And what then is important for us as a group to succeed with this growth, innovation, sustainability? I think it's three things, actually. One is, for sure, a continued and even enhanced focus on our customers, customer obsession. I think another piece there is a continued collaboration, where we work actively together with each other, with our partners, with our customers, in order to be able to put into place the opportunities that we have. And part of this then, from the innovation perspective, is relating then to not just continuing with what we've got as a very successful platform, but also increasingly working with our digitalization, automation and electrification. So transforming our whole business to find new ways of working under the mantle of sustainable innovation and growth with our customers. The third area, I think, is speed. So collaboration together with this transformation agenda, working in a very fast way, responsive to opportunities, experimenting actively when it comes to, again, adoption of opportunities to increase digitalization, electrification and automation, and continuously finding new ways of working and what is it that we can put into place and then scale up. That's been, I think, part of the trajectory for what we have as the opportunity as a group. And if we look then here, I've been here now for almost 2 days in Peru and met some people, unfortunately not as many people as I would like. I think it's really impressive to see both the stability and the platform that we have here that we've taken with us through the pandemic, mindful of all of this solid work together. But also, if you look at some of the steps that are being taken now to increase the growth moving forwards, I think some of the highlights for me, and I think there are many, would be the success that we have increasing the service business and automation. We've got a breakthrough order, which it reflects then the collaboration between surface equipment and also service operations. I think also we have a lot of opportunities here around us in terms of investments that are soon coming on board, which will give us the opportunity to come to a whole different level of business as a customer. And I think that this is built on what's important for Epiroc, which is collaboration. How it is that we're able to link together people from different parts of the company, service technicians in service operations, linked with the capital equipment, linked with the consumables business. All of these links and collaboration opportunities, I think, in this climate that we have here in Peru, will lead to continued success. As you hear, collaboration is something that is extremely important for me personally. I believe very strongly in bringing people together with different backgrounds, different perspectives, diversity in the broadest sense, because I think it's only then when you have these differences that you're able to learn from each other and become even more innovative and creative. And it's great to see here in Peru, I think, the intercultural diversity and the way it is that people are increasingly working together in cross-functional teams, mixing different backgrounds and roles and skills together. So the work that you're doing on diversity and inclusion, focusing on improving the gap that we all have in the group when it comes to gender specifically, but working in the broader perspective, I think is really, really good. And I think it will increase our opportunity to be a more innovative and creative company moving forwards. I like also what I've seen here when it comes to how the human resources function is working with wellness, the focus on caring to the next phase, learning development programs, including upskilling when it comes to automation. I think there are many different examples of things that I've seen here which I think really resonate with me, and I think then will actively help Peru build on the very solid base of success that you have in place here and take it to a completely new level as a company. I've also been really impressed with the people that I've met here. The commitment to the company, to each other as colleagues and friends, also to the customers, has been really, really impressive. I think we have so many people here who really want to contribute and contribute even more to do the right things for the company and to grow with the company as a consequence of that. And that's exactly as we want it to be. Also new faces in the company that mix with people who have a lot of experience, I think this then will continue to be a real recipe for success moving forwards. So although it's only been a day and a half, Akhil, here, I've taken a lot of inspiration and really would like to take this opportunity to thank you for everything that you have done through the pandemic and the hardships there, but taking those adversities to actually then learn and become an even stronger, more resilient company, and then we can move forwards together on the trajectory we have here. So thank you all very much for what it is you're doing, and I really look forward to continuing to follow the journey.
Very good. Thank you very much for your words, Nadim. I will continue in Spanish language. I think
Perfect.
This will be
Absolutely.
nice for the rest of the people also to hear that. Es para mí como repito, un placer el poder haber tenido estos 2 días de compartir nuestras experiencias como compañía con Nadim, poderle presentar todo el esfuerzo y todo el trabajo y todo el compromiso y los valores que nuestros colaboradores están demostrando para llevar a cabo este crecimiento de la compañía en el sentido que lo estamos llevando a cabo. El hecho de ver la perspectiva de la pandemia como una oportunidad para realmente haber modificado nuestros procesos, haber aprovechado una circunstancia tan dolorosa como ha sido la pandemia para poder estar justamente lo que estamos haciendo ahora, poder conversar al mismo tiempo con todos nuestros colaboradores en los distintos lugares de la región andina, también en las distintas minas, en los distintos sitios en los que nuestros colaboradores están llevando a cabo su actividad, es claramente un buen mensaje de que estamos en la buena dirección. Los 4 pilares que en su momento Epiroc definió como tendencias en las cuales la nueva minería, la nueva industria en la que estamos debíamos llevar a cabo: automatización, digitalización, interoperabilidad y sobre todo sostenibilidad, yo creo que han quedado perfectamente verificados durante esta visita de nuestro vicepresidente corporativo de Recursos Humanos. Quiero darles las gracias a todos ustedes por los valores demostrados, por el compromiso que han hecho que esta compañía haya crecido y esté en el camino de seguir creciendo más. Muchas gracias a todos. Perfecto. En este momento abrimos, por favor, el turno de preguntas. Si tienen, tanto desde el punto de vista de chat como desde el punto de vista por la palabra, por favor, abran sus micrófonos para poder llevar a cabo sus intervenciones. Pueden incluso pues, hacerlo a través de viva voz, como hemos comentado. De acuerdo. Entonces, nuevamente darles las gracias por su atención, por haber participado por haber sacado el tiempo para participar de esta reunión. Y en este momento el señor Nadim Penser y yo, con parte del equipo gerencial de la compañía, vamos a dar una vuelta, vamos a recorrer nuestras instalaciones y poder saludar a algunos de ustedes. Como bien ha comentado Nadim, no hemos tenido la oportunidad de verles a todos, lógicamente, por la propia idiosincrasia de la distribución en los sitios mineros, pero parte de sus colegas pues, van a tener la oportunidad de conversar directamente con el señor Nadim Penser. Muchas gracias nuevamente.